Hey guys, this is another Aspire tutorial. So on a Facebook group I belong to, there's a guy who's wanting to make something like what we have here. It's a jeweler's, it's for a jeweler's vice, and the problem he's having is being able to create this angle. So that's what I'm going to go through today and show that. And I'm doing this in Aspire 12, but I think 10 has the ability to do this, the molding toolpath as well. So let's jump into it real quick. This is actually a simulation of these toolpaths. So what we're going to do is, here I've arbitrarily just drew it up. It's not to scale or anything, it's just lines more than anything else. The first pocket toolpath that I have here is for these two circles. And since they're smaller circles, if you do a profile, you have the possibility of leaving a little cylinder in here that could shoot out or get caught. So I just do a pocket toolpath, and you can see that I have a circle here, and then if I move that, it comes in and there's another circle for the profile. So I'm just going to Control Z to undo that. So that's what this toolpath does. If we look inside here, you can see it going all the way down. Now, to do this angle, you have to keep account of certain things. So my material thickness right now, and this is in inches, is 0.8. So we can see that up here. It says 0.8 right there. So that's and this is all arbitrary. It doesn't really mean anything, but when you're doing your part and trying to create this, that matters. And then anyway, I have that. Then I have a profile pass here, which just goes on the outside and cuts this out. I would put tabs in it, but for sake of this video, so we can see the render when it's done, I didn't put tabs in it. So if we go here and reset the preview, I'm going to turn off everything. So here's our pocket toolpath first, and let's just run that. You see it just punches holes. Great. And then if we do our profile pass, let's run that. There it is. We can double click on this material to get it out of our way. And to do the swept profile pass here, so we get this angle, what we will do is we will go into the molding toolpath. So if I double click on this, the molding toolpath, gap above toolpath is 0, and it's going to cut down that distance. But to be able to figure that out, what we have to do is we have to create a line. This is the line we're going to basically machine, and this is going to be our curve. So if we look at here, it tells us we have to have a drive rail and another vector here that tells us our angle. So what I did, so the green lines are just construction lines. I always try to do my construction lines on a different layer. So if we check T for transform, we can see that it's the length of our part that we want to make, and it's also the height is the thickness. And then I know I put this green line in here because this is where I want to start that angle coming down. And to create this line, all I really did was drew a box, and I'm still on construction. And if we move said box, I put it right here, and I changed its length to match and its height to match the thickness of my material. So we'll do 0.8 there. Then with it highlighted, press N for node. I want to delete this, and I want to delete this. So now we can, nope, we're still in node, so press escape so we can actually just move this. I'll put that right there. And this box here, I'm just going to get it out of our way for right now. So I know that I want a line from here to here, and we're gonna T for transform, anchor that at the bottom, and we're gonna say it's 0.2 because we want a 0.2 thickness. Now, and this line can actually I'm just gonna delete it. We're still in nodes, so press, come on. You know what? Let's just get it out of the way. There, it's deleted. So I know now that I need my angle line to go from here to here. Or however, whatever thickness you want. So now I can note that, or you know what? Let's do this a little different. I do not like 12 sometimes. But since this is our box, we'll hit N for node, and we'll grab this one, and we'll just bring it down to the... Sometimes this pisses me off. You know, let's just delete that entire thing. So we have... We'll undo that. We'll delete that here in a second. But we're going to take a line from here to there. Now we can go into node and just delete that segment, delete that segment. You can see it's not quite there, so we'll just grab this node, bring it up here. So there's our angled line. This can go away. There should be 2 lines in here, so we'll highlight that and that can go away. So there's our angled line. This can be deleted. So now for this actual fluting toolpath, we're going to select this and this. Go here and you can see there's our angled line. There's that shows you the toolpath, how it's going to go. And we'll calculate it. Now we can see it on here. Fun part about this is and I'm going to put that back on my first layer because I want it black. It's not a construction line. Bring it close over to here. And if we were going to do anything else, let's just turn that off. So if we go node, then we turn it into a Bezier curve, or however you say that, and we play with this. Now when we double click on this, we'll see this weird thing and calculate, and you can see how that changes shape of our toolpath. In this instance, we want it straight, but you can play with the heights between the start and the stop, which is, let me just draw another line real quick. Not a circle, but a line. So now if we, let's get rid of both of these just so we don't get confused. Close that. We're going to select that and that, go into our and you can see the thickness change here. And if we just take this line, go to node editing, grab that, change the angle, go back to our swept profile, just recalculate it, and go into our 3D, you can see that now this got higher. And if we go back into nodes on just this line, grab this and make it longer, that now is going to change where the angle stops. So now it's going to be here. That's why I put this construction line here, because that's where I originally wanted it to go. Double click on that just to recalculate it. Now we can see it goes way back here. So that's how we do an angle, and there's no 3D model to this whatsoever. Everything is done with just toolpath. So I hope this helps. I hope he understands what we're doing here, and Good luck.